Yeah, I was a bit overwhelmed when Greg named me as starting tight head, but I think we've all trained really hard and we've been putting our hands up for selection since the start of the camp. So, yeah, I'm chuffed.
Greg has singled you out as for the levels that you bring in training, and you're kind of you're up the part of the Mavericks. You're someone that has to kind of really kind of help the guys prepare. How do you approach that? How do you approach training? How do you approach your task that's ahead of you to try and get into this team?
I just think you got to take week by week and then just train as hard as you can each training session, and hopefully that's enough then by the time the weekend comes for selection. And then if not, you carry on going and try do the best you can for the team.
Fantastic, thank you. Just on the left here.
Hi, Javan. Congratulations on your first World Cup start. Did you ever think this moment would come for you?
No, not really, no. I was quite surprised to even be selected in the World Cup. Like Ollie said, it's a massive achievement to be selected in any squad. So to get a starting place is pretty surreal.
How would you reflect on the way your career's gone since you came into rugby with Scarlets?
It's been a roller coaster. It's been ups and downs. I had a season out and then started every game for one season and then propelled from there. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster.
Obviously, you've spoken previously about your background as a butcher. I mean, take us back. When were you a butcher? How long were you a butcher? And could you ever envisage that you'd one day be playing at a World Cup?
Yeah, no, that was a dark time. So it was after I left Glasgow, when I signed for them for a year, I went back home to have my firstborn. I took a year out of rugby and then didn't really end up having a job. So I applied to be a butcher and play semi-pro. I was there for about 2 months. Couldn't hack it any longer than that. Yeah, it was dark. It's not a nice place.
What year was that?
I think it was 2016-17, or the end of 2016.
So you thought your rugby career was, your professional rugby career was
pretty much
fizzling out?
over, yeah. So I just took a year out to reflect, get back to normal life, and then I thought, normal life's not for me. Let's try play rugby again.
Was that a bit of a reality check then, going and getting a job like that and realising, actually, this is not what I want to do?
Yeah, it made me open my eyes to what I could potentially do. So, like being a butcher, being any normal job is quite tough. I'm not saying rugby player isn't tough, but yeah, the real world's scary.
And what changed for you after that to make you get back to a level where you could force your way into the Scotland team?
I think family, mostly, my family. I got 4 kids, so push for places just for them and my partner, just try and make them proud.
Hi, Javan. Just to go back, when you were playing part-time, was that Carmarthen Quins?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Give us an idea of the sort of places you were playing at during that time, and also, was there an outside influence, someone else who said to you, come on, you've got to get back into, you can do this in pro rugby?
So yeah, semi-pro down in Wales is pretty dark. You go to places like Neath, Cross Keys away when it's raining, 7 o'clock at night, and pitches are like that deep in mud. It's not a nice place to play. And then, yeah, the coach at the time was, I think, Craig Evans and Richard Kelly. They really pushed me on to try go for more than what I was doing at the moment. So I think Rich Kelly was part of the Scarlets at the time as like, I think he was like a line-out coach or something. So he really tried pushing me to go for it.
And with you moving to Edinburgh for the forthcoming season, you know, how much do you see this as your big chance to have a big finish to your pro career?
Yeah, it's just another stepping stone where I wanted to project to the next level. So when joining up with Edinburgh, I think they've got a pretty strong pack. So trying to play some expansive rugby within that pack will benefit me.
Thank you. At the front.
Hi, Javan. Sorry, it's all you at the moment. You know, when you came up to Edinburgh, you wouldn't have played against these guys at age grade and coming through like Cam Redpath. I mean, not Edinburgh, sorry, Scotland. How tough was it coming into that environment as a guy that probably had was coming to completely cold?
Yeah, I wasn't scared. I was more excited than anything. It's like new challenge, facing people you've never played against. You don't know what they're going to do, so you've always got to be on your toes. Yeah, it was exciting.
And Peter,